Chapter 15. Some natural phenomenon. Let's begin. Lightning and thundering are the oldest observed natural phenomenon on Earth. Several people thought and researched about the cause of lightning and its process. But no scientific explanation of the cause of lightning appeared until the 1700s. In 1752, an American scientist Benjamin Franklin discovered that there is an electric discharge between clouds that produces a spark, and it is the electric spark between the clouds and the earth that appears as lightning. About 2,500 years ago, a Greek named Thales found that when a piece of umber was rubbed with fur, it attracted small pieces of feathers, straw, leaves, and dust. Today, we know that many other materials such as glass, plastics, ebonite, hard rubber, etc. show the same effect. Static electricity. Electric charge is a physical property of matter that causes it to experience a force when placed in an electromagnetic field. Charge is the fundamental quantity of electricity. There are two types of electric charges, positive and negative. An atom consists of proton, neutron and electron. The C-derived unit of electric charge is a coulomb, C. Let us understand more by doing an activity. Charging by rubbing. The substances which acquire the property of attraction when rubbed with another substance were said to be charged with electricity or have been electrified. The word electricity comes from Greek word elektron, which means umber. A piece of hard rubber, a glass rod or plastic comb when rubbed with a cloth also display umber effect or static electricity or frictional electricity. When materials behave the way as the comb, balloon, synthetic fabrics, etc. behave on rubbing, they are said to be electrically charged or charged objects. The electrical charges on such bodies cannot flow continuously and remain bound on their surface. Therefore, it is called static electricity. Types of charges. A number of experiments can be performed to demonstrate the existence of charges. For example, rub an inflated balloon with wool. The balloon will then stick to the wall or ceiling of room. When it is brought closer to the wall, it induces equal and opposite charge on the wall, hence, it sticks. When materials behave like this, they are called charged bodies. In a systematic series of rather simple experiment, one finds that there are only two kinds of electric charges, which were given the name of positive and negative by Benjamin Franklin, 1706 to 1790. Like charges repel each other, and unlike charges attract towards each other. Thus, we find that like charges repel each other, two positively charged objects repel each other, and two negatively charged objects repel each other. Unlike charges attract while each other, a positively charged object and a negatively charged object attract each other. Transfer of charges. Electric charge can be transferred from a charged object to another through a metal conductor. Now, touch the ball of an electroscope as shown in the figure and observe the two aluminium foils. What do you observe? You will see that both foils come back to their original position. Repeat charging of the aluminium foil by transfer of charge and touch the metal ball. You will find aluminium foil does not remain wide open as soon as you touch the metal ball again and again. The reason for this is that foil loses charge to the earth through your body. The process of transfer of charges from a charged body to the earth is called earthing or grounding. Lightning. We observe lightning and get frightened by this spectacular display of energy at some time or the other during thunderstorms. Lightning is the spectacular bluish-white light produced in the clouds. It is simply a gigantic spark of static electricity. It is for less than half a second and is unpredictable. Let us understand the occurrence of this spectacular natural phenomenon now. During the development of thunderstorm, the air current moves upward whereas water droplets move downwards. The vigorous movement of water droplets in the cloud causes separation of charges. Positive charges accumulate near the ground and negative charges in the clouds. Separation of charges occurs during the development of storm. The air, which is a bad conductor of electricity, prevents the flow of charges from clouds to the ground. As a result, an opposite charge is induced on the Earth's surface as shown in figure. Air expands suddenly due to the heat produced during lightning and sends out high-pressure waves. Hence, these waves produce what we call thunder. This type of electric discharge can occur between two clouds or between cloud and earth, or clouds and human body. Lightning safety. Special safety measures must be taken during thunderstorm when one is outside, as it can strike all exposed objects like buildings, water tanks, animals, etc. When you hear thunderstorms, try to rush inside the house. If no shelter is available nearby, you can get into any vehicle. Seeking shelter being first and foremost precaution, the other do's and don'ts are: keep at a distance from tree, an isolated tall structure. Do not use an umbrella or bicycle. If caught in an open field, crouch low with your head bent in between your arms and legs crossed together. Inside house safety rules are to be followed during thunderstorms. Stay away from wired objects. Use mobiles rather than landline. Stay away from doors and windows. Do not plug or unplug electrical appliances during thundering. Stay away from plumbing, avoid running water, and do not take shower. Lightning conductor. Lightning conductor is a device used to protect a building from damage by lightning. It prevents the extent of damage caused due to lightning during thunderstorm. It consists of thick copper strip on the outside of the building which connects metal spikes at the top to a metal plate which is embedded in the ground. This is called earthing. Working. Thundering clouds carry charges, and passing negatively charged clouds repel electrons from the spikes to the earth. When the lightning strikes, the metal, being good conductor, provides an easy path for the transfer of charges to the ground. This effect is called action at potential, results in an electric wind of positive air molecules moving upwards to neutralize some of the charges on the clouds. Even if a lightning occurs, it will be less violent, and the conductor gives it an easy path to the ground. Earthquake. It is a natural phenomenon in which earth shakes or trembles suddenly and sometimes violently also. It can happen anytime. Some earthquakes are mild, which are unnoticeable, while some can cause massive destruction. It can last for few seconds to few minutes. Earthquake causes damage to the buildings, dams, bridges, people, etc. Weak buildings collapse easily. It can also become the reason of landslides, floods and tsunami. Causes of earthquakes. Earthquakes are caused due to a number of reasons such as volcanic eruptions, plate tectonics, underground nuclear explosion, meteor strike. Earthquake caused by plate tectonics is referred to as tectonic earthquake. Let us find out how tectonic earthquake occurs. As we know, Earth is made up of three distinct layers. These are the crust. It is the outermost layer of Earth with thickness of 6 kilometers to 40 kilometers. The mantle, the middle layer of Earth. It extends to a depth of 2,800 kilometers below the crust. As the depth increases, the pressure inside the mantle increases. Due to this reason, some of the rocks remain as a thick dense fluid. The mantle touches the outer core at 37,000 degrees Celsius while the other end touches the Earth's crust. The core, it is the innermost part of Earth which extends to depth of 3,500 kilometers. The core contains iron and nickel in the solid form. It has a temperature of 55,000 degrees Celsius. The crust is made up of tectonic plates. These plates are in continuous motion and may collide with each other. Sometimes, rocks at the boundaries of these plates get interlocked and prevent them from moving. It results in building pressure and reaches a point where rock fractures. The fracture releases the pressure and causes rocks to vibrate. These vibrations bring earthquakes. Earthquakes are followed by aftershocks. The boundaries of the tectonic plates are weak zones called seismic zones or fault zones. Since earthquakes are caused by the movement of plates, the boundaries of the plates are the weak zones where earthquakes are more likely to occur. The weak zones are also known as seismic or fault zones. Seismic zones in India. India is divided into 4 seismic zones or fault zones as given below. 1. Zone 2, low damage risk zone. 2. Zone 3, moderate damage risk zone. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, part of Kashmir, Western Himalayas and Punjab fall under this zone. 3. Zone 4, high damage risk zone. The Indo-Gangetic Basin, New Delhi and Rajasthan come in it. 4. Zone 5, it is the highest risk zone. The Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, Rann of Kutch, Northeast regions fall in this zone. Earthquake is not the only possible outcome of the inward pressure under the Earth's crust. It may cause the sea floor contraction, that is, one landmass sliding to overlap another, or it may result in the development of mountain. Important terms associated with earthquakes. 1. Focus or hypocenter, point of origin of earthquake. 2. Epicenter, the point vertically above the focus, or hypocenter. 3. Magnitude, measure of intensity of earthquake energy. 4. Richter scale, it is a scale devised by Charles F. Richter in 1935, an American seismologist, to measure magnitude. It is linearly related to an algorithm of amount of energy released because whole number jumps indicate a 10 times increase in the magnitude of it. This energy is expressed as Richters. An earthquake of magnitude 6 has 1000 times more energy than that of magnitude 4. Seismograph. Earthquake generates seismic waves which can be detected with the help of sensitive instruments called seismograph. It was discovered by Choco in China in 136 AD. Precautions against earthquakes. People living in high seismic zones have to be very alert and active. Some precautions are: give your building a potential strength by taking an advice from a professional. Ask for strengthening tips for porches, fronts and back decks, sliding glass doors, and carports, etc. Homes bolted to its foundation needs to be checked, as they are less likely to be severely damaged during the earthquakes. Get expert advice if there are any structural defects in the hose. Install bolts on cabinets. Latches will prevent cabinets from flying open and content from falling out during tremors. Bookshelves, TV cabinets, and other tall structures need to be wall-studded. Safety tips during an earthquake. Get under a table or bench. Hold on to one of the legs and cover your eyes. And if no table is available, sit down against an interior wall as it is less likely to collapse than a wall on the outside. Remain away from the tall structures. Do not run out during earthquakes as bricks, cements may fall off from buildings immediately following earthquakes. Check yourself and ensure your own safety prior to helping others. Avoid being panicked and you will be in better position to serve others if you take care of yourself. One should be ready for aftershocks also. During evacuation of high-rise buildings, one must use staircase instead of escalators or lifts. The fire breakout can leave you trapped in lift, which frequently breaks out after quake.